There's one young boy from the way. He done time, but it come without play. Try to tell him that crime don't pay.
Do YouTube. Oh, I'm back at it again with another motherfucking video. Yes, sir. Straight bangers. Alright, so for today I'm gonna be doing my story time of how I got arrested. So yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get straight into it because I done did this damn take twice already because my screen recording is fucking up. My recording is fucking up because my phone is not charged. It's on like 11. But anyways, we're gonna do this right now. We're gonna do it again. This is like my third time retelling this goddamn story. If y'all, I'm fucking agitated. Anyways, so let's get straight to it. Basically, I was in this Spanish class, right? And the Spanish class was filled with jits, 6th and 7th graders. I'm not gonna say I'm the only 8th grader. It was like 4 or 3 others. And basically I was cool with all the jits. Like, all the jits knew me. Even to this day, like all jits, not all jits, but all those jits that go to that school like me. Like, they friends with me, they cool with me. So yeah, so basically, so one of the jits, we're gonna name her 6-1. That's the one I'm gonna be talking about in this video today. So 6-1, she had confessed to me that basically the girl she was dating was cheating on her. So I was like, oh, well, I don't know what you want me to do with that, because she didn't tell me what she really wanted me to say. Then finally she was like, I want you to help me break up with her. And the same day, she had told me that she had a crush on me. So I was just like, okay, I'll help you, whatever. Not that I had a crush on her back or that I liked her, none of that shit. I never led this chick on, I swear to God. Never told her I had feelings for her, never would have feelings for her. She's 6'1", for God's sake. But, so yeah, shorty, she was like, yeah, can you help me? And I'm like, bet. So, after school that day, was walking with her and her girlfriend still, because they didn't break up yet. And so, we're going to name her girlfriend Shorty. So, when you hear me say Shorty, I'm talking about her. So, 6-1, she was like, okay, you can do it now, Nike. Alright? So, I go up to Shorty and I'm like, yo, 6-1 saying she don't want to be with you no more because you're cheating on her. And she's like, get out of my face. And I'm like, huh? And she says it again. And I'm like, bro, there's no need for you to be getting rude with me. I did not get rude with you. And she dropped her book bag, and she's like, Nike, I don't got time for your bullshit. Get out my face. And I'm like, nah, I don't just let anybody get loud in my face like that. Like, that is disrespectful. I didn't disrespect you, so why did you disrespect me? Why are you coming at me all like this? I ain't got time for it. So I should have said, what is your problem? And she's like, I don't got a problem. Now we in front of her house. Her book bag's on the ground. Garage is up. Her brother's in the garage. I think then something wrong with that nigga because he looks stupid. He was like, I ain't gonna talk shit about him because I don't know what he got going on. But anyways, so she dropped her book bag down. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fighting moves, my nigga. That's actions. That's actions that say you trying to fight me. You trying to bump? Is you trying to grid? Is you trying to, like, what are you trying to do? You trying to catch this fade? Like, what's going on? Tell me which one. We could do all of these. Like, nigga, I have different words for the same meaning. What the fuck do you want to do? So she dropped her book bag, and that's when 6-1 come up behind me. She grabbed me, she said, "Like, go home now." And I'm like, wasn't you just the same one who just helped? But, and then, all right, bet that up. You got that. So that happened, right? So then that was Monday. So Tuesday, I went ahead and I was just having a normal day. I didn't go to 6-1 and say nothing about what happened with her girl. I didn't ask her about it. I don't even think I talked to her that day in class. Like, I was just like, that was disrespectful. You didn't have to have your girl come at me like that. You didn't have to, like, act like I was the one who dropped my book bag down or some shit. Like, I was like, okay, whatever. So I really stayed in my stuff that day. I chilled with my friends, obviously. But yeah, so then that's when I had gym and I had to go to lunch because with the system they had, so 8th graders, after 5th period, you go to your lunch. And then 7th graders, after your 4th period, you go to lunch. So then after lunch, you go to your 5th period, if that made sense. So when I was going to lunch, 7th graders was coming from lunch, so they was going to their 5th period. Coincidence that my 5th period was their 5th period. So while I was going to lunch, they was coming to my 5th period. So we was crossing paths. So I come out of 5th period, and I was standing talking to my friend because I know me and my friend was not going to be able to sit with each other because we just didn't sit with each other. That wasn't something we did. So I was just talking to her for a little bit, and then that's when I don't know, when I talk, I feel like I look around a lot, like, to see my surroundings. And so I was doing that the whole time I was talking to her. And I seen Shorty and 6'1", and they had stopped in their tracks too. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I was like, I whispered to my friend, and I'm like, yo, that's the chicks who was trying to fight me yesterday. And she's like, oh, word, what you gonna do? And I'm like, I don't know. If whatever Shorty do, I'm gonna reciprocate. And so Shorty dropped her book bag. And I'm like, okay. Drop the book bag. What you talking about? And that's when both of them run towards me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Fuck no. And I see them running. But my dumbass, I didn't do shit. Like, I just stood there like a fucking dumbass. And so basically, my friend stands there too. We're retarded. So I guess one of the jits pull Shorty back, but didn't get 6'1". So 6'1" hit me like 3 times. And then that's when one of the other jits that was around snitched and told an administrator to come down because there was a fight. I ain't getting no fucking hits in, so it was not a fight. But anywho, so yeah, 6'1", they ended up calling me in to write a statement. I was like, I'm not finna write no statement. And I was like, well, can you at least tell me what happened? Like, did you hit her back? Because we're gonna suspend you if you hit her. And I'm like, me hit her? I didn't touch that. Like, I didn't touch her. And it was like, well, we're gonna look at the tape. And I'm like, okay, look at the tape. I'll sit there gladly and watch it with you. And they were like, okay. So I go to their little office or whatever, and they play the tape. And they had to fast forward a little bit because in my eyes, that crap went so, like, all went together. But really, it took like 5 minutes before they actually came to me. We ain't gonna talk about it. Because my friend and me was talking for like a good 5 minutes before they actually dropped their badge and ran towards me or whatever. So he had to fast forward, and that's when he did see that 6'1" hit me a couple times. And that's when they decided that because I didn't reciprocate and I didn't hit her back, they was gonna suspend 6'1" for 2 days. So I was like, shit, whatever, I don't give a fuck. It don't matter to me. So next day, a bunch of the jits that are cool with me come to me and was like, yo, word around the 7th grade and 6th grade hallways is that 6'1" and Shorty is finna jump you after school. And I'm like, jump me after school? What are you talking about? It's like they said they're gonna jump you after school because you got 6'1" suspended. And I'm like, alright, what, bet, whatever. And they was like, oh, you gonna fight her? You gonna fight her? Yeah, I'm a fighter. Fuck I'm gonna do? Stand there and just watching? No, nigga, I'm finna fight her. Fuck all y'all. So, yeah, so I ended up having to fight her. So, yeah, so that day, after school, we, everybody was getting ready for it, or whatever. People already had the video record ready, all that shit. So, that's when, so with this week, Saturday is my birthday. So that week is everything is happening this week, and then Saturday my birthday. So because my birthday is on Saturday, I got my hair done. I don't remember what day I got my hair done, which is unfortunate. But I got my hair done. So I knew girls pull hair when they fight, period. Like, I'm sorry. It's sad because I feel like you should really be throwing hands and I'm pulling my freaking hair, but girls pull hair. So with my knowledge of this and my friend's knowledge of this, my friends helped me braid my hair into 2 braids so that if she pulled my hair, it won't be fucked up because I just got it done, right? So that's when we finally started walking, and it take us a long ass time for me to actually get them in one spot for me to fight them because they was they was acting scared. Like in the beginning of the us like following them, sis one was on the phone with her mother, telling her everything that was going on, like that we were harassing her and that all this shit. And I'm like, bitch, y'all wanna fight me? I'm just following y'all so we could get this shit over with. Period. So yeah. So she does that over. She talking on the phone. And finally we get to a space where it's like it's a straight sidewalk and then it's the cars passing or whatever and it's grass or whatever. I don't know, I said all that. But anyway, so they sis one and shorty, like sis one's here, shorty here, I'm like here or whatever. And then all my friends is behind me, all their friends is over there. They ain't had that many people behind them, but you know, whatever. So all my friends is like, Nike, what you gonna do? And then that's when 6-1 was like, we're not even trying to fight you. You guys are following us. And I'm like, bitch, now I don't want to fight. I don't care if you don't want to fight me. I'm trying to fight. I don't even want to fight you, 6-1. You see how big you is, bitch? Fuck wrong with you? I'm trying to fight Shorty, period. Shorty the same height as me. She could get this smoke any day. Right? So, 6-1 still talking shit. She like, you're not going to hit her, Nike. Shut the fuck up. So, I was like, since you want to keep talking, I'm finna just hit your bitch for that shit. Because she not saying not a goddamn thing. She quiet the fuck over there. She finna get this work. So, I smack ass. Bye. Smack ass. Yeah, and then I'm gonna put the video right there.
Hey! Brownie, get your big body head ass. No! Get your break that shit off. Break that shit off. Bitch, get the fuck off Nike, ho! Don't mess me, bro. What's up? Casey, let go! Casey, let go! Stop pulling hair, bitch! Oh, they bumping. No! Oh, they bumping. Oh! You got this, girl. You got this. Nike, you got that, bitch. You got that. You got that. Beat up. Nike, let go. I'm just letting go. Hey, fuck off here, bitch. You're a grown up, man. Get in the car.
Alright, so yeah, you seen the video. And basically, so shorty, they jumped me. And if you hear where in the sort of middle of the fight, because it's not a long fight, it's not a long video, but in the middle of the fight you hear, get the fuck off of Nike, ho, and then the camera start moving. That's Stephanie, that's my bitch, bro. She was fighting and recording, which was hilarious. But anyways, so yeah, so after that fight, I had got picked up by a friend because that car that was right there that we almost like rammed into, she kept telling me get in the car because somebody had called the cops because we were fighting. Like one of the people who was driving their children to home, they was calling the cops. So so my friend's mother kept saying get in the car, and I keep getting in the car. I'm like, how this bitch know my name? But anyway, so at the end of the fight, I was like, I'm finna get a ride home with them. They dropped me off, and I didn't tell my mother nothing, but I had bruises. Like my nose was fucked up. I'm gonna see if I can find those pictures, but my nose was fucked up. I had marks on my chin. The main thing was my nose was fucked up. Like that shit was swole. Like, but anyways, so yeah, so that was Wednesday. So then Thursday come, right? And both of them don't come to school. And I'm like, okay. Well, at least I don't know if Shorty went to school. I don't think she did. Because I'm not in 7th grade, so I didn't know if she came. Because I usually seen her with 6-1 after 6-1 came out of class. But 6-1 wasn't at school because she was suspended. So I didn't see Shorty. But, so I guess Shorty and 6-1 didn't come to school. So everybody was like hyping me up about the fuck that transpired on Wednesday. And then that's when they broke the news to me that 6-1 and Shorty were saying that Shorty want to fight 1-on-1 instead of 6-1 jumping in. And I'm like, okay, that's whatever, let's do it. So I get to walk in. I'm like, where these females at? Because we're supposed to meet the same place. So my friends, it was a group of boys. My friends, they was like, we're going to go to her house and see what's going on. And I'm like, bet. So me and Tasia and I think a couple other people stand for a little bit and just wait it out. And that's when the group of boys come back down and they're like, Nike, you got to come to her. She said she not coming down there. And I'm like, why I gotta, but you making me work and shit. I already gotta fight your ass. Why the fuck I gotta? But anyways, so they was like, yeah, you gotta come to her house or whatever. So I'm like, I was not thinking. But if I was to think now, I would know that that's a whole trespassing. They like set my ass up on the low. Like, they set me up for trespassing. Like, come to your house to fight you, that's trespassing. Like, I went on her ground and everything. But anyways, it don't matter at this point because it's already done, right? But, so, yeah. So I go down there. I'm like, man, fuck it, because I'm ready to fight. I'm done with all the talking. Everybody talking too much. I'm like, fuck that shit. Let's go. So that's when Shorty was like, Shorty mom was there and fucking 6'1's mom was there because they was dating, but they moms didn't know they was dating. They moms thought they was just best friends, so they would go to each other's house and their moms was cool with each other, all that shit. So they was both there, and so 6'1 mom was just saying, 6'1's not gonna jump in. You and Shorty gonna get a fair fight, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I didn't have no problems with 6'1's mom too much. That's when fucking Shorty mom started talking. She was like, oh, you're a bitch, and you're fighting 7th graders, and da 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 da. And I'm like, bitch, wait, aren't you like 40? Why the fuck are you calling me a bitch? You're calling me out of my name, and I'm young. Like, I'm young as fuck, my nigga. Look at you. Come on. You look like... Bitch, why the fuck is you... Like, what? So then she kept calling me a bitch, and then she started talking about my mom. She was like, your mom didn't raise you right, and shit like that. I'm like, what? And I started getting closer, because I was like, no, bro, you're not finna keep talking shit about me and my mother at the same time. Like, I'm fucked up. So I kept getting closer, and that's when I was like, bitch, you... And I stopped. Because Shorty came from behind her mother and smacked me. She got it. I ain't on couch. She got that shit. She hit me, right? And then so I swing back. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I do not have this video. I've been looking for it for like a long ass time. That's why it's taking me so long to make this video. This was supposed to be my first video, but I can't find this video because no one has it, because it's the video that got deleted because of the arrest. But anyways. So, yeah, so Shorty hit me, I hit her back, and I was like, man, for that shit. So I get her to the ground, I'm on top, like, straddling type shit, and I'm throwing punches at her head. I was not trying to punch her nowhere else. I was punching straight at this bitch head, period. I was not fucking playing. So, it was so bad that there was cars coming, and a garbage man was on his truck, and 3 of them hopped off the truck to try to stop the fight. And the teacher hopped off the truck to try to out of her car to stop the fight. The teacher and the garbage people was all trying to get me off. The only person who actually got me off was Tasia. And she didn't do much. She just talked to my ear. She was like, it's time to go. And I'm like, all right, man. Tasia's my bitch, bro. She said, go, we going. So Tasia was like, it's time to go or whatever. So she's like, Nike, stop fighting. And so we leave. But I ain't gonna cap. When I was on top of that bitch, I was talking all this shit. I was like, bitch, you thought I was done? You thought I was done? Got that shit fucked up. All that, talk shit. Like I do so well. But, so yeah, we walk off, and Tasia say, Nike, go straight home. And I'm like, bet. So I go straight home, and I get on the phone with my brother immediately, because I told my brother everything, bro. Like, everything. And so I had already told him about me getting jumped, and he was pissed at the fact that he couldn't help me because he lives in California. So he was already pissed at that. So when I told him that I went back for round 2, he was like, okay, it's good. Now she ain't gonna fuck with you no more because she know better now. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. And that's when a car pull up on my ass, and I'm like, what? The shit's slowing down while I'm walking. So I stopped to see if that bitch gonna stop too. And finally when I stopped, he rolled down his window, and he like, are you the girl who just fucked my dada? And he has a thick ass, like, I probably butchered the fuck out of that accent. But it's a Spanish accent. Just imagine a Spanish accent. So he said, did you just fight my daughter? And I'm like, no, who's your daughter? Not because I don't know who he is, so I'm not finna like say, yeah, I just fucked your daughter, especially if I don't know who you is. He's like, are you the girl who just fucked my daughter? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, no, who are you? Why are you following me? And he's like, are you the girl who just fucked my daughter? Get in the car. I'm finna call the cops. And I'm like, get in your car? Nigga, no, I will not. This ain't nothing but the devil. Get in your car. What the fuck is this? And so I'm telling my brother, I'm like, bro, this dude's following me. He's like, do zigzags. Don't go home yet. Because if he follows you home, that's not it. And I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm like, yo, I'm on the phone with the cops right now. I lied to this. I'm on the phone with the cops right now. Move, leave me alone. Stop following me. So he's still like, he's like, and he rolls up the window. And I'm like, bro, dude is just like following me. And so like I start walking towards my house and I see his car again in the back of me. And then this dude that was outside, I was like, yo, do you see this car follow me? Call the cops. And he's like, that's none of my business. And I was like, none of your... And he was a black old dude. I was like, okay, when Life Alert, when you gotta call Life Alert, don't call my ass, bitch, because I'm gonna see, I ain't falling and I can't, bitch, stay there, motherfucker, fuck wrong with you. So, and I still be seeing that neighbor to this day, and I just look at him, I'll be like, don't say good morning to me, bitch. He stays saying good morning to me. I'd be like, they don't fucking talk to me. You ain't help me, bitch. But anyway, so finally I started like walking to other places, so he knew I wasn't going home. Like I went to the store and everything. And then finally when I did go home, I was waiting for my mom to get back because Saturday's my birthday. So I think my cousin and my best friend was supposed to come over. So my mom was obviously picking them up or doing something else. I don't know, but she was picking them up. Not that I know, but anyways. So I was at home cleaning up my room, doing my chores, taking a shower, all that shit. And my stepdad's in the living room playing the video game. So that's when we hear the doorbell ring and a knock at the door. And my stepdad says, sorry, can you get that for me? And I'm like, bet. So I get the door and I crack it because I'm not supposed to open the door full when I don't know who's at the door. So I crack it and I'm like, and I look out and I'm like, ooh, shit. It's a goddamn cop at my door. I didn't know what to say. And he was like, does Nike Straub live here? And I'm like, fuck me. And I told his ass no. I was not finna say yes. The fuck no. She don't live here. Who's that? And he was like, is this 12? And he said my address. And I was like, no. Yeah, it is, but like, she don't live here. She live down the street. I said, no, she live down the street. His ass is like, okay, so what's your name? And I was like, and I told him my real name. I was like, my name is Zari. And he was like, so do you know Nike Straub? And I'm like, yeah, but she lives down the street. And he's like, well, the school told me that Nike Straub lives here. And I'm like, and then that's when he's like, is your parent home? And I'm like, no, bro, don't get my parents involved. And I guess my stepdad realized I was at the door too long. So he got up from the game and he came to the door, and all I feel is the door pull, because I pulled the door to where my hand is on the handle, but I'm outside, so I got the handle. So the other handle on the other side is pulling, and I'm like, fuck, he's at the door. So he pulls it, and he's like, Nike, sorry, let go of the door. And I'm like, okay. So I let go, and he's like, man, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, no. And so, that's when the cop was like, oh, are you the parent of Nike Straub? And Straub, he said it wrong again, but my last name is Straub, but anyways. He said Nike Straub. And then, that's when my stepfather was like, yes, but her name is Zari Straub. He said Straub. I don't know why I said Straub, but he said Straub. And he was like, well, we have a few questions about a fight that happened today. And he's like, a fight? And I'm like, Because with this whole situation, I didn't tell my parents that I had gotten a fight or that I was about to fight, nothing. I didn't tell them about me getting jumped, and I wanted to. I didn't tell them about me getting jumped, none of that. Even when my mom asked me about why my nose was so bad, I told her I got hit in the face with a ball. I don't know why I didn't just tell them that I was fighting, but I didn't. Like, literally, I would tell my parents if I was fighting. If I had to fight, I'm going to tell my parents. But for some reason, this time I did not tell them. I don't know why. I lied the whole time, but anyways. So, yeah, the cop is at the door or whatever, and he's like, well, a fight happened today, and the parent is very hysterical because her daughter has bruises and she's in the hospital right now. And I'm like low-key, I was laughing because I was like, that's what that bitch get. Fuck on her. But I couldn't say that to the cop because he'll put me in. But anyways, so yeah, so my dad was like, you got to tell him what happened. I don't know what happened. You never told me. My stepdad, he's the type that didn't, like, not him, he don't care. It's that if I did something wrong, it's not his business. I have to tell the story, right? So he walked away from the situation. He didn't go back to the game. He just went and called my mom. And he left me out there to talk to the cop. And he was like, and the cop was like, why did you lie to me and tell me your name wasn't Nike? And I was like, because I was scared. And he was like, you know, I could have arrested you right there for lying to me. And I was like, so I could have had. Thanks for letting me know that. I won't do that again. And he let me slide with it or whatever. But he was like, so you got to break down what happened today. And I was like, I immediately went to how they jumped me. And he was like, well, you didn't write a report on that. So therefore, it had stopped because I have low storage. But anyway, so I'm going to try to speed this up. So, yeah, he was like, you didn't report it. So therefore, it doesn't matter. And, yeah, so then he was like, we're going to tell you tomorrow whether you're going to be arrested or not. So, Sunday, I woke up to my mother. She woke me up crying, saying, you're being arrested, go outside. So I put on clothes, and I go outside. I wasn't really fazed by it too much. I was fazed by my mother crying, but I wasn't fazed by me getting arrested. Like, to me, I felt like I was justifying my actions. My actions were justified, in my opinion. I did not give a fuck. So, yeah, so I went outside. They put the handcuffs on me mad tight, and they put me in the back of the cop car. That shit was so fucking hot. I don't know why the fuck I thought it was okay to put a hoodie and some sweatpants on and be in the back of a hot. It was hot as fuck. Like, I was back there dying. They left me in the car because they had to talk to my parents to tell them where I was going. So they drove me to the detention center. And they were like, we're going to fill out some paperwork, but for now, you're going to be put in holding. So I was in juvie for 4 hours, and then they wrote up my papers, and they were like, you're lucky that this is your first offense. And when they said that shit, I was like, okay, because I had a prior offense when I lived in Orlando. The same damn thing, basically, but it was different. I can tell you that story another time if y'all want to hear that one. It was an assault charge. But, yeah, so basically said that, because I didn't have a prior, they were just gonna let me do probation, teen court, and community service. I had like 25 hours of community service. I had a month of teen court and probation up until March. So I had to do that in November, so November to March, probation. So, yeah, so I went to school the next day, and everybody was like, oh my God, I thought you were going to be in juvie. And I'm like, well, I did go for like 4 hours, but that's about it. And then they told me that basically the cop was like, if they didn't give them the video that I was going to go to juvie, and they were all scared. And then I was like, well, I'm still here, so it don't matter. And so then, yeah, so it was all hyping me up again like they always do. And so then that's when I get into the cafeteria to eat breakfast that morning. And I'm sitting and eating my Cinnamon Toast Crunch, nom nom. And then I look up and I see 6'1" and Shorty walk past. They come out the line, they get their food, sit down. And I see that Shorty got stitches across like her forehead, like right here. And I'm like, that's what you get, bitch. fucked up my nose. And so I was just like, whatever. And so I went about my day. I had to get moved out of my Spanish class because 6-1 was in that class. So they had to move me into a different period, which was 5th period with Tasha. And that's what happened with my virginity story. But anyways, so yeah, that's my story time about how I got arrested. If you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share it to your friends, and yeah, we out.
Hey, I'm looking for a bitch who can match me. I've been overbeat it cause she called me daddy. She wanna eat